So we'll start with self join first. I'll just share my screen with you. So self join is something when we put a join directly on the table itself. So a table having a join on itself to extract information from the table. If certain informations are interlinked within the table itself, then we use a self join. For example, let's say I have a table called relations. This is a table that I have created where I have father's name and a father ID, son's name and son's ID. So it can happen a son is a father at a later stage, and I'll show you the way it happens. Yeah. So if you see this table, so Ram is father of Sohan, Sohan is father of Rahul, Sham is father of Ram. So Ram is father of Sohan, Sham is father of Ram, Rahul is father of Abram, SRK is father of Aryan. These are some absurd variables and values that I have taken up. So, from this table, if I want to find out who is the father of whom, so the query goes like this: write a query to find out who is the father and who is the son. So in that case, let's say you've been given this table and you need to find out who is the father and the son. So the logic says if you are just given and you want to think the logic. So first of all, you have to frame a logic of how to reach out to this final result. You have to find out the father and son from this table. So from here, if the son ID matches with the father ID, so S1 and S1 they match, right? So in that case, S1 is a son as well and S1 is a father as well. So in that case, I have to find out that Sohan is father of who is Sohan's son rather. So in that case, I can run a query like this. I can say select father name as father. I can give it a name as father. So I'm defining a name to this rather than getting a table final result mentioning the column name as father name. I'm just giving it an alias, which is father. I am finding out the son's name as son from relations table. I'm giving it as table A, and I'm putting a join with relations table itself and giving another name as B. And what I'm doing is son ID is equal to father ID. When I say son ID is equal to father ID, so it is joining wherever son ID is equal to father ID, it will give me the result of father and the son. Who is the father and who is the son? If I run this query, so it tells me that Sham is father of Ram, Ram is father of Sohan, Sohan is father of Rahul. Let's check it out if the result is fine. So my query says Sham is father of Ram. If you check the final table, the original table, so Sham is the father of Ram. Now Ram is father of Sohan. Over here Ram is the father and Sohan is his son. Now Sohan is Rahul's father. So over here Sohan is Rahul's father. This way we get the results by putting a self join. So join, the idea behind this thing is to put a join on the table itself. So a join within the table on the same table is the self join. So the syntax goes like this: select, I'll put the keywords which are the major keywords in capital letters so that you can easily identify that these are the keywords, and the variables or the attributes that you have to provide are in the small letters. So select, let's say columns, you'll get the columns over here separated by commas. Obviously you can give an alias also to every column. Then comes from, you put a table name, the table from which you are getting the values, and give it an alias, let's say table 1. Then we put a join, it's also a keyword. So put a join with the same table name but give it a different alias. let's say table 2. Now another keyword using or on, sorry, rather on, we put it like table 1 dot common column table 1 dot column is equal to table 2 dot column. So this column, the column that I have taken over here, is the one on which you are putting a join. You are checking out whether it is father ID, son ID, father ID, or any other column on which you are sure that by joining this column I can get the desired information. So this is the syntax for self join. I'll put a So this is how a self join works. So whenever you have to have an information from within the same table, you have to put a join on the same table itself. That's how a self join works.